Well, hello there and welcome back to the Hull City Fan Central YouTube channel, where today I'll be giving my official match prediction for the Hull City versus Bournemouth game, which is set to be a very exciting game considering that we have got our new owner, Adjun Ilajali. But obviously a bit more exciting than that, we did win 2-0 against Blackburn, who are only a few points off Bournemouth. I think they might actually be same points as them at this point, but Bournemouth, they are a bit of a better opposition than Blackburn. Of course, we did draw 0-0 against them when they visited us earlier in the season, but obviously we're away now. They do have the home advantage, but I got to look at our form against that Blackburn game. Yes, performance was well, but at points in that game we did look a little bit weak, especially within that first 10 minutes of the second half, which I did think we were going to concede in, but obviously we didn't, thankfully. Obviously credit to everybody getting back and getting the ball clear at points, but it did seem like a bit of a needless clearing and that sort of thing when we could have actually kept the ball instead of just getting it rid of willy-nilly. But anyway, this game is set to be an exciting one, and let's go over my team prediction. So as you can see here, it's a little bit of a familiar team. It is actually the same starting lineup that beats Blackburn midweek. So I think that Grant McCann will go with the same lineup. Maybe include Tyler Smith in somewhere, but I think that everybody in this squad has earned a place to at least start the game. Maybe Tyler Smith could squeeze in somewhere, because I did think he came on and looked very promising, like he could have scored a goal within his first few minutes of playing, and I don't think he did get enough game time, so I'd like to see him maybe being brought on in like the 70th minute instead of early stages of the 80th minute end of the game. Like it was dwelling down and there was no way he was setting up to get a goal, but he did look very promising. So anyway, we do have Nathan Baxter leading up our back line. I do think his recent form hasn't been as good as what we have seen him, but obviously a clean sheet, and you cannot deny that if we didn't have him in goal and we had Matt Ingram, I feel that maybe we could have seen some of the goals or the shots, that we've seen in previous games. They could have gone in easily. So obviously Nathan Baxter leading up the back line. We have Deschamps Bernard, Jacob Greaves and Sean McLaughlin. Fantastic performance by all three of them, I feel, on Wednesday. But I do think that Deschamps Bernard, yes, he's getting back and getting himself out of trouble, because I feel that he was the result that a few of these chances that Blackburn got were actually being made, especially towards the end of the first half, especially with his fantastic clearance across the goal when Nathan Baxter came out, which is just things that dreams are made of. But I feel that some of them were his fault by being the wrong side of his man or letting his man get through him. And I feel with the whole three, I feel that they did lose the sight of the ball quite often, which I feel might be because, you know, they weren't looking properly, they were a bit flustered, but hopefully that is fixed for the Bournemouth game, and I'm pretty sure it will be. But then moving on to the midfield area, we do have Richie Smallwood, which will be captain, and Greg Doherty. I think fantastic performance by both of them, and I think Greg Doherty was as good as he has been in the Blackburn game, but I feel that his presence was known, just wasn't as good as we have seen him, but that doesn't mean he was playing bad, it just means that he's been exceptional in his recent formish. Then moving on to our midfield three that like to move to strikers. They're a bit of a weird lot, but we do have Ryan Longman, George Honeyman and Randell Williams, not Richie Williams, Randell Williams. I feel Randell Williams has earned his spot here. I don't know why he hasn't been in the starting lineup for a while. I've been saying this for a while, that he is by far an excellent winger, striker, can when you need him. I feel that he is brilliant, and I don't know why he hasn't got game time sooner. Ryan Longman, I don't think he looked that promising against Blackburn, but obviously he did get 2 assists, and then he got like some people's man of the match, so I feel that he will start, but I'm hoping that he can have his presence be a bit more of an authoritative one than against Blackburn when he was it was maybe being a bit hesitant, not putting in shots, not putting in crosses when they needed to be, and more trying to play around the man, which obviously just wasn't working. But then moving up to our two front strikers, Tom Hughes, which did get that fantastic header against Blackburn, and then Keane Lewis Potter. Obviously, Keane Lewis Potter plays in a variety of different positions, but obviously you just start him up at striker, and then you can switch out the formation as the game progresses. But anyway, that's my team prediction. Let's move on to every team's form. Okay, so the recent form for Hull City, this is looking at the last 5 games, including non-league games, so FA Cup is included. We have got 4 losses and 1 win. Obviously that 1 win being the 2-0 thrashing, may I add, against Blackburn midweek, but then we did lose 2-0 to Stoke, 3-2 to Everton in the FA Cup, 1-0 to Blackpool, and then 2-1 to Nottingham Forest. But Bournemouth's form is looking a little bit better. So Bournemouth's form's looking like 3 wins and 2 losses out of the last 5. Of course, losing 3-2 to Luton in their most recent match, but then getting that 3-1 win in the FA Cup away, and then getting a 3-0 win against Cardiff, and a 1-0 win against QPR, some nice results there. But they did lose 1-0 to Middlesbrough, which is a bit of an upset. But obviously we did lose to Middlesbrough. We won to Middlesbrough, sorry. We did actually win to Middlesbrough. So, you know, good win. And obviously we did draw 0-0 against these Bournemouth lot when they visited us at the MKM earlier on this season. And I mean, they didn't show that much of a promising result. That was in the stages when we was getting no results, no goals whatsoever. So that result, of course, the performance was terrible. Not as bad as some performances though, but I do think Bournemouth's performance then wasn't anything that I can see them beating us now with, unless I haven't been watching them, but unless they have picked up their form recently by them results, you can kind of see it, but who knows. But let's go on to my match score prediction. Okay, so this is what I think the score will be for the game. I'm going to be a bit stingy, and I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. I usually like to tip us to win, but I don't feel that we will. We're going to Bournemouth side that are sitting second or third in the table, I can't quite remember. Their recent form has been quite good despite a few losses here and there. But I feel that we could have a 1-1 draw on our hands with a goal for Hull City coming from our main man, Keane Lewis Potter. So I do think that he'll get a nice goal, similar to the one that he got against Nottingham Forest. If you do remember that one, which actually got December's goal of the month. I feel that we could have a goal like that. Obviously, another away game. Keane Lewis Potter likes to score in away games. He's not a big fan of scoring at home recently though, so who knows what's up with that. But yeah, I do think Keane Lewis Potter will score for us. Get that goal second. I do think Bournemouth will actually score first, and then we'll come up with an equaliser, which we have been the team to score first in a lot of games where we have scored. So a bit different that one. But anyway, that's my official match prediction. Let me know down in the comments what your score will be and who you think will score the goals. But that's always nice to hear from you. So anyway, that's it for this video. Make sure that you like and subscribe so you do get a little notification when I upload my match prediction thing, my match vlog thing, sorry, for tomorrow, obviously, because I'm not at the game. It's all the way down in Bournemouth. But I'll have a little thing of my reactions and that sort of thing. Yeah, it'll be very nice. But anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.